Hey everybody, this is Peter. In this video segment, we're going to do an initial setup of an Exinda 4000 appliance. Before we actually get into this video, because it's our first video for Exinda networks, I guess I'm going to tell you a little bit about what these guys do. They're essentially appliances for WAN optimization and acceleration, as well as application acceleration. So that's in a nutshell, what the actual company does. So the first couple of videos we're going to do for these guys are essentially, how to get one of their boxes up and running, and then after that, we're going to actually put this stuff in front of in front of our web servers, so you guys can actually see the type of traffic and generation and how the box keeps up and does what it's supposed to do. So now getting on to the video here. You'll see in the address bar we're HTTPS to 172.14.1.57. That's the default IP that's given to ETH2, I believe. There's four interfaces on the 4000 series appliance. Okay, there's ETH0 all the way to ETH3. So this is, like I said, given to ETH2. So what we're going to do, we want to change this around a little bit. Instead of having the management interface on the actual interface where we're going to be seeing traffic, we're going to put it on another interface. So let's walk through the initial setup and see what we can do here. So we'll log on as admin. The default password is Exinda, and we'll log on. We're going to change that a little later. All right. So the first thing we want to do, we want to hit System. And we want to basically go into all those top tabs and do the network setup for our system so it's up and running. That's what I call the initial setup. After that, we get into the detailed parts of how to, speed up applications, so on and so on. So our NICs are already set to auto. I'm happy with those. You can see which ones are up, which ones are down, and so on. We'll leave those as is. Now in the IP address space, you'll see that bridge 1 already has the 172.14 address. We want to change that and make our management 192.168.10.94 on a class C and remove our bridge address. So essentially we want to make it transparent and only manage this device by a specific address. And when you actually take a peek here, guys, on the right hand side you'll see the actual ports that there is on the box. You have LAN management, WAN 1, and then LAN and WAN 2. So essentially two bridges. We're going to make ETH 0, so LAN management 0, the actual management, and then we're going to use 2 and 3 as our actual bypass. All right, so we've applied that. Now we can't obviously get onto the box anymore. So let's get up into the address bar here and change that IP to 192.168.10.94. In a second here, we're going to have to accept the certificate again. Alright, so we log back in with admin, username Exinda. We'll log in. Alright, so let's go back to our system tab, and you'll see here we've got our IP addresses complete, as we said. Our NICs are still all good. You'll see that ETH0 is now admin up and running. In our routes, we've got our default route in there, so we're happy. We're going to change our host name to WAN dash acceleration, so let's put something like that in there for the time being. We can change that later. Alright, and we'll change our primary DNS, or actually we'll assign a primary DNS because there isn't one there by default. Alright, so we'll apply those changes. We'll go HTTP proxy, we're not worried about. Let's set up our SMTP server for alerts or any other info that we might want to see from our logs. So we'll put 192.168.10.111. Our from address we'll leave at do not reply. Our domain is theacademy.ca, and we'll hit apply there. And SNMP, although something important if you like, we're not going to do that right now. And that's pretty much it, guys. That is the initial setup of an Exinda box from a network perspective. Stay tuned for tons more videos on this product. Thanks very much for coming out, and we'll see you next time.